everyone, my name is Miss PS. School starts tomorrow, and last year I had my room ready a week in advance, and this is what my room looks like right now. Hello, editor here. I just want to warn you that this next clip is very, very low energy. I was just really exhausted from the week of work. I hadn't gotten much sleep that night, and I'm not a morning person to begin with, but I promise once you get through the next minute or two, the energy does increase at least a little bit. Okay, that's all. Basically, on my agenda for today, the first priority is to get my room ready. I've been so focused on the distance learners and getting the Canvas courses ready that I feel like I've let my room go. Yesterday, I filmed a Q&A video with the principal and vice principal about the pandemic procedures that we're going to be having, and I already edited and posted that to YouTube early this morning. So right now I'm going to post it to Facebook, and then I'm hopefully going to get started on my classroom. I'll probably check in with a couple of teachers, but let's go ahead and get posting. Going to the front office to let administration know that their video is posted. I just got what the schedule is gonna look like tomorrow, and it makes me feel a lot better because I finally know a little bit more about what I can expect. I have an official distance learning class that's filled with 35 students, and so during that class period I'll be able to respond to those students and work with them. But for right now I'm gonna decorate. This is kind of the focus piece of the classroom. It's really the only wall hanging decorations that I have besides the bulletin board. I was gonna hang greenery from the bottom of these boards, but that didn't work because it was easier to put the nails in where the grout is rather than the cement block. I'm going to try to like poke greenery out right there, and I'm going to listen to Taylor Swift's Folklore while I do the time lapse because I'm obsessed. I've been listening to it as much as possible and I love it. It's the best album yet, I'd say. Jonathan is using my Spotify, so I'm calling him to see if he really needs it. Are you using the Spotify?
Yeah.
No, I mean, if you're using it, I'll just use YouTube. Sounds good, I love you. Bye. Here she is. I mostly like it, but I do kind of wish I'd stuck with one type of greenery, like all tropical greenery or all jungly greenery or standard leafy greenery. I kind of have a mix of all types, but I think it looks good. And I think once I add more greenery around the room and actually get everything in its place, that won't look quite so bold. Now I'm going to organize my desk area, which will be a huge relief because it's been a mess for these 8 days that I've been working here at school. So finally. This is my desk area now. This table used to be the station right over there by the entrance where kids would come in and collect their papers and supplies, turn in their work. There was a pencil sharpener over there. And unfortunately, I'm just not going to have a table station. I just feel like that'll be too much contact between students. So I have it over here with my computer and printer and supplies on there. I like it. The only downside to this setup is that the computer is facing this way, which isn't a big deal, but I like while I'm looking at the computer to just be able to look up and see the classroom. I might switch it. We'll see how it goes for the start though. I did this bulletin board yesterday. It says our fridge, and then on each page it says the great work of Elks will be here soon. And so as soon as I have student work, I'll put it up there. I have the same letters here that I'm going to put on that bulletin board over there, and it's gonna say class expectations. And to hang the letters, I have this, I thought it was sticky dots. They're actually flat like that, and you peel off the blue strip and there's just a white square and it sticks. And they've stuck really easily, and I think they'll be able to come off without ruining the board, which will be wonderful. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang these letters up now. We're getting updated school-wide expectations, so I think as soon as those are sent out to us, I'll print them and put them up here. It'll just have to be blank for the first day of school. We have an 8th grade meeting at 2 o'clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to that. That meeting was a little bit overwhelming. There's still so much I need to do. I need to upload a video for my Canvas course. They asked me to post on our socials about Teachers Behind the Mask, and I still have to do a lot to decorate this room and get the schedule officially ready for tomorrow and make this classroom not look the way that it is right now. I think I'm gonna make a to-do list and just prioritize from most important to least important, and so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I made a list of everything I need to get done. It is 3:18, and I just sent a few emails with tomorrow's schedules based off of the meeting that we just had. I also wanted to make an intro video for my distance learners for tomorrow. Even though they're not going to be here or have content yet, I did want to introduce myself and just say a few things, so I'm gonna go ahead and film that with this little setup right now. Hello everyone, my name is Miss PS, and I'm going to be your math teacher this year. And this year it's gonna look a little bit different as we're doing distance learning, but I want you guys to know that you have support. I am here for you. Last year I had this sign, and I think I wrote like welcome to 8th grade math with Miss Parker, let's enjoy the year or something like that, but I kind of wanted to do a little bit of an inspirational quote because I know that it's a hard time for people, but I didn't want it to be too cheesy, I didn't want it to be too serious, but I didn't want it to undermine the current situation. So what I came up with is 2020 may be tough, but we're tougher. If you guys have any better ideas, please let me know, and I will change it for the next upcoming weeks. All right, so now I think I'm gonna change it because I thought about the quote a little bit more, and I don't want it to imply that you can be tougher than a disease. I'm at a loss, honestly. And look who came to help.
Santa's a little helper.
Pretty much everything that's out is either going back to the house or storing away, so I'm not going to do any more decorating. This should be somewhat quick. We're also going to distance out the desks a little bit more. Let's get started. What you doing?
Put numbers on a sticky note to put on these wonderful children's desks. Identify them as a number and not their name.
Oh my goodness. But it's for safety purposes.
Is it?
Yeah, they stay in the same seats throughout their classes.
That makes sense.
What do we think?
That looks good.
Give me your plot. The classroom is set up. School is starting tomorrow. The only thing I'm gonna have to do when I come in is figure out what the heck to write on this letterboard. I'm trying to find something inspiring, but also it's a hard time for a lot of people. What do you say, you know? I'm gonna be in at 7 a.m. tomorrow. I'm gonna do a video. I'll go through all of the things that I'm doing to keep them safe and all the things the school is doing to keep them safe, maybe in tomorrow's video. I am nervous, but I'm also excited.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.